Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Rivera and I'm going to explain what this week's activity is going to be. We're going to read a story. You should know about Pete the Cat. So this is a Pete the Cat book. It's called Pete's Big Lunch. You're going to listen to the story, which is what I'm going to read to you right now. And then I have some questions here that you're going to answer. And I'll read the questions to you when the book is done. Okay, so here's the story. Pete the Cat, Pete's Big Lunch. Here comes Pete. And he's saying, lunch? He's looking at his watch and I think he thinks it's time for lunch. It is lunchtime. Pete is ready to eat. What should Pete eat? A sandwich would be nice. Yes, Pete wants a sandwich. Pete opens the fridge. He takes out a loaf of bread. He finds a yummy fish. If you know anything about cats, cats love fish. He adds tomato and mayo. Whoops. Okay. Pete looks at his sandwich. It is too small. Something is missing. Pete knows what it needs. His sandwich needs an apple. Pete loves apples. See his apple? His sandwich needs crackers. Crackers are crunchy. Pete loves crunchy crackers. Now look, he didn't even put the bread on the sandwich the right way. He just took the package out and put it on his plate. Pete is being silly. Pete looks at his sandwich again. It is still too small. Pete is very hungry. Pete adds a pickle. Pete adds cheese. Pete adds an egg, 2 hot dogs, a banana, and a can of beans. Something is missing. Pete adds ice cream. He takes 3 huge scoops. Would you eat a sandwich that looks like this? I don't know. Pete's sandwich is too big for Pete to eat. Pete wonders what to do. Pete thinks and thinks. What do you think he's going to do? I've got it, Pete says. Pete calls all of his friends. He asks them to come over. Everyone goes to Pete's house. They are all very hungry. Pete shows them his big lunch. Are you hungry? Asks Pete. Pete's sandwich is big enough for everyone. Dig in, says Pete. When you say dig in, that kind of means everybody just have some. Pete's sandwich is good. Pete's sandwich is very good. Look, everybody's eating a piece of the sandwich. Pete's sandwich is all gone. Pete's friends are full. They liked Pete's big lunch. Thanks for lunch, Pete's friends say. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome, Pete says. Sharing is cool. So now, when we finish the book, you're going to go back to the activity here. And there are some questions. I'm going to read you the questions. So if you cannot read them by yourself, you can always go back to my video to listen to the questions again. The first question is, what is your favorite lunch to eat? So I even put a sentence starter here if you need help, but this is where you're going to type. So if you use my sentence starter, you need to type it yourself here, okay? So what is your favorite lunch to eat? And I said my favorite lunch to eat is, and then I didn't tell you what, I just started the sentence. So tell me what your favorite lunch to eat is. Maybe you like to eat pizza, or maybe you like to eat spaghetti or a sandwich. It's up to you. Number 2, why do you think Pete invited his friends. Maybe I should write to his house. Why do you think Pete invited his friends to his house? So I gave you another helper sentence here. I think Pete invited his friends because remember, when we're in second grade, we start to write those complete sentences now. We don't just write a one word or a two-word answer. So you're going to make a new sentence here. You can use my sentence to help you if you need to. But why do you think he invited all his friends to his house? If you remember the story, you'll know why. And number three, I like how my three is so small. What is your favorite thing to do with your friends? So my favorite thing to do with my friends that's how I started my sentence. Okay? So think about what you like to do with your friends. Pete, I think, liked to eat lunch with his friends. But I think that you might have a different idea. Maybe you like to play outside. Maybe you like to go somewhere with your friends. Maybe you ride your bike with your friends. Maybe you play basketball with your friends. Maybe you like to read with your friends. It's up to you. So those are the three questions you're going to answer for this week after you watch the video and listen to the story. Okay, see you soon.